Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope this is working. Welcome to round 4 of the AES Rookie Development Series, the GT4s, sponsored by Veteran Gaming Australia. Now, it is only myself tonight in the box. Sam has been called away, so the guys will be getting underway into qualifying very shortly. And we'll see who's out on track. On board at the moment. With Grant Patullo. And the Porsche. We'll bring up the lap timing so we get their fastest lap. Who's currently on a flying lap? Granzy's on a flying lap so far. Very fast first sector, 44 seconds. Starting lap coming into turn 1. A little sharp little kink here. Jump into chat. We'll be there. Here's your question. Sorry, it's only me on my own tonight. Hopefully I'll keep you half entertained. Hopefully the racing does as well. So we're currently riding on board with Grant here, bringing his first qualifying run. I think. Making his way through turn 7 there. Hey, J-Mac. Grant Patullo goes fastest so far, 153.8. Okay, let's jump on board with Elias Dugan here in the McLaren. Dugan's a pretty quick driver. See how he goes. All right. Job Jobson, welcome to good to see him back with a 159.7. Let me know, chat, if it sounds okay. As I'm on my own tonight, I add, which we know what you want to do. Donald Pittman puts in second with a 158.9. Oh,
Hey,
Joel.
Jared, how are you, mate?
Oh, not too bad.
Thought I might join you tonight, if that's all right. Watch
Thanks,
some of this good
Brendan.
racing.
Good night, Jacob. That's my son just coming to say good night. What I can do for you, Brendan, is if I go into here. If you watch that live there, you should be able to see the action. If you watch that in the thing, and that'll keep you up to date with what's happening on track. Azilius Dugan did go fastest with a 1:56.7. Brendan's just jumped in the box with me, so I'll have some company for a bit tonight.
Yeah, that you will, mate. It's my first time, so I'm a little bit excited, a little bit nervous, but I'm sure we'll have fun the same.
Hopefully we will, mate. We got no fancy screens and stuff. That's my other co-pilot's job. Brad Feeney just parked it up. I think that's just about Blake Norman. He's parked up. Who else? Anyone out track at the moment? Nathan Tapp. He just crossed the line there with a 1:57.5. Rightio. Hopefully,
Loving some of these liveries tonight. John seems to be having a bit of fun there on the main straight.
yeah, Brendan, if you watch the stream, the internal stream in the live broadcasting, mate, that'll keep you up to date with what's on the screen without having to watch the
Yeah, got you, mate. Looking good.
good girl. Got 1 minute left of session time. Anyone out in the flyer? Doesn't appear so. Sure, Memler's had a bit of a off track. There we go. Oh, yes, a bit of a slide. Let him go. A lovely replay of that. Whoa. First slide of the night.
Beautiful. Love to see it. Yeah, got some pretty close laps here at the moment.
Yeah, there is actually. Pretty tight
Well,
there.
what have we got? 3 in there in the 5.7. So
Yeah, we've got a few that haven't set a time yet. So it'll be interesting racing. 96 car Vasco, he's still circulating, get to set a lap time. This could be his time. With these hosted sessions, if he's made the start finish line before the timer ends, he does get a completed lap as well. Obviously not. All right. End of qualifying. Dukes put it on pole with a 1:56.3. Grant Patullo in second, 1:57.1. Jamie Fleming in third. Nathan Tapp in fourth. Donald Pittman in fifth. That rounds out your top 5. And the rest, only 7 cars most set a lap time, so there might be a few people doing a bit of a last to first challenge here tonight, Brendan, you reckon?
I couldn't put it past a couple of them. I'd expect to see John to gain a couple of positions pretty quick. He had a good showing last week. He went start to finish, I believe.
Yes, he did pull away with it last week. Was that the week before? No, last week we had our new driver come in last week and win last week.
Oh, did we? There we go.
Yeah,
I must have missed the week. I'm a week behind.
And yesterday, the first week, yeah, Philly did pull away. The round 2, he pulled away. Then last week, driver came in for, I've forgotten his name, and it's going to annoy me all night tonight. He came in and spanked him by about 18 seconds.
Oh, okay. Very, very good. Love seeing the one Aston Martin out there.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of one Porsche in there, one Aston, 2 Porsches tonight, and the rest of them just Mercedes and BMWs. But there has been a balance of power apparently applied to the cars from iRacing this week, so it'd be interesting to see what they've tweaked. The undulation changes here at Algarve might catch a few of them out too.
Yeah, definitely some tight corners and some undulation, as you say. So it could make it a bit tricky, but it should make for good racing.
Joel's advised us in chat that he did win the first week, which is correct. He did. One formation lap to get him some heat in those tyres. Now Dugan will be looking to capitalise on this pole position. He's had some rough trotting the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, with his lap that he's put down, if he gets a bit of fresh air, he might be hard to catch for the boys. So they want to stay on him nice and early because he definitely could shoot away.
For sure. It'd be interesting to see if he goes when the safety car pulls in tonight, or he did what Philly did in round 2, just held them until the light went green.
Yeah, well, both have got their pros and cons, and we're about to find out.
About halfway around their parade lap.
What's the chances of an incident in turn 1? I'm hoping we get through unscathed, but
it's a very, very funky turn 1 there. It sort of all of a sudden happens. There's not really a lead up to it because a lot of the guys will be used to going further up to go around the sweeper, not so much through the kink there at the turn 1. I'm not a fan of this track myself, to be honest.
no, neither am I. That's why I chose to sit this one out and let the better drivers do it.
As they say, let the boys go and have some fun. We'll just sit there and watch them.
Exactly. I am loving the. I want to put a shout out to the VB livery we've got. I do like that.
Yeah, I think he might like it because he uses that livery on every car I've seen him drive. Yeah, that is Brad Finley. From V8 supercar to Porsche, whatever it was in the other week. Yeah, it's just VB everywhere.
Love it. He's a picker and a sticker. All right, let's see what he does. Is he going to hold him or let him loose?
He's off. Nah, he's off to the races. Porsche's rapid in a straight line, though. So far, so good through turn 1. Don't hear any iRacing crunches from behind. Oh no, we have yellow flag.
Man, you didn't give me the room there.
Oh no, we've got an off.
We
Alright,
do. Let's
Control, can you check that out, please?
we'll have a look. Let's have a quick look at what happened there.
Yeah, no, that one was on me, bro.
And that's
I
just
fell all
that
the way
turn.
back to the back of the pack.
That turn 1 chicane. It just really
that's
closes
just
up and gets very tight.
bit of a racing incident there, I reckon. Brad sort of come in, yeah.
Yeah, the corner just closed down on him. He didn't have anywhere to go, unfortunately. It was just unlucky.
John McHenry has a mechanical black flag. Let's see what happened to John. Did he get caught up in that? Oh, nope. John McHenry's just played with the wall himself.
He's looped it, yeah. Well, we did say these undulations can be tricky, and especially on these cold tyres.
Let's jump back to our leaders. See what's going on.
So the big winner of lap 1 looks like it's Blake Normani. He's up 8 spots.
Oof. That is a good game. Settled down a bit. We've got 3rd and 4th. We've got Nathan with Jamie just back there. Let's jump on board with Jamie for a second. At least we can see out of the McLaren.
Yeah, I'm surprised we don't have any, or more. I thought we'd have a couple more Porsches tonight. That car seems to be pretty popular in the GT4.
Mm. Apparently it's pretty stable.
Yeah, well, and Blake's claimed another one. He's got 9 spots now in the first 2 laps. He's on fire.
He's only 5 seconds behind these guys as well. Won't take him long to catch them. Sort of spread out. There's a battle pack sort of 1 to 4 spread out. Then you got 5, 6, 7, 8 a little group, and then 9 and 10th. So already developing a bit of a spread across the field.
Just for people watching, do we have fast repairs for tonight, mate?
I believe we have 1. Yes.
1. So use it wisely.
Yes, well, I think John McHenry would have used that straight away with missing the amount of damage he had. And they do have to stop for fuel. Okay, Flavius is cruising along. Where's our next closest barrel back? Let's jump into P5 on the Blake Norman and just see what's going on down there with those guys. Blake's obviously got in front of them all, and now they're just following along by the look of it. What a paint job has Blake got going on? He normally comes up with something funky. Pink tyres there. Pink wheels, I should say. Chat, just let me know if you can hear Brendan. Hopefully he's coming through loud and clear too. Let's see what Sean does here. Let's see if Sean just sits behind him or decides to attack here. Where are you going, Blake? He was all the way over the track there. Trying to break that toe.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to break the toe. Yep. I think this Mercedes is going to go into attack mode. I think he's going to want to get after it here and latch onto him and get a pull along, get a good little toe.
Porsche is rapid in a straight line too. Quick out of those corners. Well, look at it. She's a warm track out there. 40.6 according to my telemetry data there on screen for you viewers.
Yeah, well, with a warm track, it could lead to some interesting conditions if boys don't take tyres towards the end of the race. Might start getting a little bit loose, a little bit slippery.
And these cars are a little bit tail happy as it is, let alone with some worn out rears. Woody Blair and Brad just seem to be content here to sit behind this, waiting maybe for an instant.
Yeah, an incident, or just try and put a bit of pressure on him and see if we can make something happen, or just latch onto him and cruise around. We'll wait and see. Just looking at the drivers that we've got tonight, it's a good spread of driver experience. It's really good. Drivers all the way up to 3K. So
You know, it's a good thing about these rookie development series. We welcome everyone of all abilities. We do have some aliens that like to drive, and we do have some rookies. So it's and everyone in between. So
is that Grant? Grant with a scorcher, a 155.9.
Absolutely, still a 0.4 of a second now behind Ilias Dugan. Let's just jump on board and see if he's going for a move, or he's just using the draft to get those times.
Yeah, so last lap, Dugan was actually a second slower than his normal pace, and P2 threw down the fastest lap of the race, so that's closed that gap right up.
Let's just... It doesn't say that Dugan have an off-track or anything in a feed, so maybe he's just run a bit wide in the corner and lost a lot of momentum. Pulling along. No, AES. I think Grant's just happy just to sit along here and wait for Dukes to make a mistake.
Yeah, I think you're on the money there. He's just happy to fill his revision mirror full of the Porsche badge and see what happens.
Yes.
But if we go through the list, we got so Nathan's up 1 spot from where he started. Blake's up 9, Sean's up 6, Blair's up 2, and John's up 2. So definitely some moves being made.
Yeah. Everyone's lap times are all in the sort of 156, 157. So once they get in that groove, it might be hard to make up ground unless you've got draft too. So it's,
Well, there's definitely a decent straight on this track, so draft will come into it.
I reckon it's just
Definitely have a good little tight battle there, 5th to 8th.
just jump on board with Blake again. Sadie's still tucking behind. Oh, he's going to put the nose down? No. Thinks better of it. I hope the vision's coming through all right tonight. Chat, my computer isn't as powerful as...
Is that I think we got a pit stop already, first pit stop.
Willie Blair has come in, yes. Let's check his pit stop time and just see how long he's spent in there. I love doing this, viewers. It's good to see. So it looks like 28 seconds in the pit lane. Where's his pit box time here? So Willie's stopped. He's still taking on fuel by the look of it. See that his pit box time. So let's have a look at an overall pit stop here. He's in the time here. .43 seconds in the box, roughly 42.8.
Would that just be fuel, or do you reckon he's taking tyres as well?
I reckon we'll have a bit of a review of that. Let's have a look. So let's have a look at him going in the pits. Let's just see what he did do. As that battle pack comes streaming past. Minute 13 in pit lane seems like a long time, but well, these guys do take tyres as well as fuel at the same time, so it is only early in the race, still 46 minutes to go, so let's see what he does here. I think that's just fuel, he's just taking a lot of fuel. The car hasn't
Maybe
gone
he's
on
up.
the jacks.
Maybe he's overfueled it.
Could have. Hopefully his automatic fuel's running. Okay, we'll jump back on to Sean, who's following Battle Pack, and we'll go back live on this, make sure we are. Yes, he's just cruising along behind again. So, no, looks like Willie just had a full... We'll have to see when the other guys come in, whether that's a full stop or not, or just there's an oddity there.
Yeah, the times just sort of aren't making a little bit of sense on that one, but But this Mercedes is definitely showing the Porsche, the Mercedes badge. That's for sure. He's all over him.
He's right up that backside. Credit to Blake though, he's just kept rolling. It hasn't really seemed to phase him. He's picked racing his line. Brad's dropped off a little bit. John Fillingham slowly catching up. Oh no, we've got Blake's having a bit of a blink. That would be making
On.
Brad sort of
Oh no.
not be too keen to get up his bumper.
No, we've got a blinky bill.
Hey, Blinky Bill. They're not sing too much. Copyright strike.
He might, oh, no, maybe, yes, no, I don't think he'll get the pass here.
Coming into turn one, is he going to... No, he's pulled it in behind.
He's pulled it out. He's done the smart thing. Still a long way to go.
It is still 43 minutes. Now, let's check it on John Fillingham to see how he's running along. He's slowly catching up to this group. He's now within 2.5 seconds of Brad here.
Well, that's one thing you can rely about John. John will put his head down and chase till the very end.
Yeah, he will. So he's sporting the VGA livery tonight. This series, the GT4, is sponsored by Veteran Gaming Australia. So, rocking the Veteran Gaming Australia colours. Good to see. Joel, I think there's 2 drop rounds, mate. I will double clarify. There's either 2 or 3. John's brought that into 1.8 seconds, and when we jumped along board, yellow flag for Donald Pittman. What's happened to Donald? Oh, I might just ran wide on the track, I think. No significant time loss or anything. Yeah, so Philly's made up. When we jumped on to Philly, what was he? Just on 3 seconds behind Brad here.
I think he was 2.8. Now he's really starting to close the gap. I think once he gets into that toe, it's really going to be on. And I don't believe John set a qualifying lap either. I think he missed out.
He didn't. It's one of our last and first. Boop.
Oh, I think there's been a lead change here.
Ah, there has.
Yeah.
Let's jump back to that. What's going on there? Looks like a comfortable move for the lead change there. Nothing. He hasn't run off track or anything like that. John Philly just set a new personal best of a 1:57.8. That explains why he's catching up to the back of that pack. I don't want to subject the viewers to hitting rewind till we find the overtake manoeuvre there. Maybe Diggs has just lost a bit of pace.
Yeah, well, tyres starting to wear in a little bit, you know. These things happen.
Jamie Fleming's only 1 second behind Nathan Tapp. They're still just cruising along, just behind this group.
And we have Blake in the pits. Blake's pit.
Blake's boxing. So let's have a look at this time in the pit box to get an idea of how long compared to who was our first main boxer that was willing to see what the pit stop is difference time here. So on the left, you get the pit lane, and time in pit lane, and on the right is time in pit box, and the brackets there for the viewers.
Oh, and John's made up another position.
Yes, he's got the part. We're missing these passes tonight. They're doing it when we're not watching them.
Yeah, there's a fair bit going on at the moment, that's for sure.
Okay, so Blake is now out of the pits. His pit stop time was a 25.7, so Willie definitely put a lot of fuel in that car, and he was only in pit road for 55.5 seconds, where Willie was in there for a minute 13, so maybe there's something wrong with Willie's pit stop. Maybe some damage,
Yeah.
maybe? No, pit box
Yeah.
time. Yeah, maybe some damage.
Yeah, maybe he used his fast repair.
Already had used it. Maybe didn't know that was only his first stop, I think.
Yeah, that's
Well,
actually true. I forgot about
yep.
that.
Maybe he had it unticked deliberately. He didn't want to repair a minor damage with a fast repair, which I've done before. I've scratched a wall and used a fast repair.
Yes, yeah, you got to be careful of that one.
Okay, so I don't reckon that Philly's going to let Sean just get away here. I think he might put the pressure on him. We'll ride with these guys a little bit. It's the closest battle we've got so far. It's a little pit stop shakeout. Go ahead, Brendan.
I was just looking at the track map. I was just thinking, how many more laps is it going to be till we start coming across the first lappers? Maybe another 5 laps, and that'll mix it up all again.
Yeah, it certainly will. We've only got one lap car at the which is Willie in P12, so he's just gone through turn 16 on the front straight. And our leader's just going through turn 15, so it's a little bit behind, but it might maybe 5 or 6 laps, but then pit stops will come into it too, which should spread them back out again.
Yeah, well, it will spread them back out, but I'd like it to bring them together. I want to see some more good close racing.
That we all.
It's good. It's good being the commentator. There's no pressure on us. We can just sit back and have a chat.
Yeah, that is a very good thing. So after his pit stop, Blake fed back into P10, but in clean air. So he's 9 seconds off Joe and not struggling with anyone. So he could be making up time here. Could be come out in front again. The other guys could come out behind him. What's Philly going to do here? Is he going to make a move?
I think we're going to see a move in the next lap. I don't think he's going to want to sit behind him. That's not really John's style.
Sean did run wide there. No slowdown. BMW a bit squilly on the exit there.
I think we'll see John try and get a good drive out of the last turn and maybe try and get him on turn T1.
is he going to go for the? He's going for the kink pass.
He's got.
Got the run through the kink.
Well, I said there'd be this lap, but not turn one as predicted, but very good. Good clean move.
Very good clean move up that hill. If you get that line through that kink, you get the extra drive. But he's got a bit wide here.
Now, does Sean just tack on and follow behind, or does he try to retaliate?
I say put the pressure on Sean. Get some flashies happening.
That's it. Let him know you're there. The gap between P1 and P2, it doesn't seem to be growing nor decreasing. It's 1.8 to 2 seconds. It's very close up front still.
Yeah, I think dudes with these.
Hey, you're good. Left your space just in case.
With his lack of luck in the last few races, that he might just be settling in and just driving tonight. I think just keep the car on the road, bring it home.
Well, P2, yeah, get P2 and bank the points and move on to next week. Nothing wrong with that strategy either.
No, there's not. What we got out there? We've got Jamie Fleming sitting up behind Nathan Tapp here, so let's have a look at this. What's going on here? These guys have been sitting together for a long time now, so
we know what'll happen. We'll sit here and we'll watch them for a bit and watch them go around. And as soon as we swap screens to go and watch someone else, there'll be an overtake.
Exactly what'll happen. Yeah, we do apologise again, viewers. We haven't got the flash transition screens and all that sort of jazz tonight. But we did go live, keep it live, keep the broadcast happening, get the traction behind it. It's great to see a few people in the views. Right, what else have we got happening on track at the moment? These guys are just cruising. We've got 3 cars that have made a pit stop. John McHenry obviously was a forced one. We've had Blake Normie in the pits and Willie Blair. So the rest of our runners from P9 upwards, yeah. John Fillingham's had a off track here or something. What's happened here? Let's have a quick look at this. Just run wide there. Pushy. That tail end of that beamer looks a bit happy, doesn't it? That replay.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did. Tyres starting to wear out a little bit. It'll be, like I said, towards the end of the race, it's going to be very interesting.
Alive. He's pulled a 2-second gap here on Sean. He's probably dropped the gap to Jamie down by about 2 or 3 seconds. So he's on the march here, Mr. Philly. I reckon he'd be a bit angry that he didn't set a time, because he likes to set a qualifying time.
Yeah, well, he was definitely quick that lap. He was, what was it? I think he was almost the quickest on the track at a 1:56.53.
John McHenry's coming to the pit for a second stop. Looks like a splashing dash. He only stopped for 8.6 seconds. So it's definitely, I think, the splash and dash to make sure he has enough fuel, because I'm guessing stopping that early, he might not have been made the full hour if these cars are burning more fuel than what they think. Job. Job's out there. He's still circulating well. Job's had a bit of a hiatus with the cyclone up north, wasn't it? I think hit the house.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, hope everyone's okay and
Everyone's
safe.
okay, he said, just a bit of water. So obviously a lot of stuff to get fixed. The floods or one of the two.
We'll have to send him an umbrella.
Yeah, he was shattered a bit because he just got all his new rigs set up and everything. Then couldn't drive it for a couple of weeks. So.
Nah, that's always the way, isn't it? New shiny toy and can't use it.
Yep, that is totally true. Who's our closest? Jamie's still our closest to Nathan. I reckon Jamie's just there, just following, I think.
I think Jamie might be getting ready for a move. He's poked the nose a couple of times, so.
Jamie's another one that loves these races Monday night in the Push Cup and Wednesday night in these things. And
oh, double pit stop. Here we go. They're going in together.
all right, let's bring up the time in the box just to see how close these guys are together.
Also got Grant putting in work out the front. He's a 3.3 second gap now, so he's little by little sneaking away.
John Fillingham's entered the pits now as well. Okay, so Nathan's boxed. He's in the pits for 24 seconds. Let's see. Who's in for longer? Jamie's out. 27 point. Nathan's at 27.2. Jamie Fleming stopped for an extra 2 seconds there. That's going to cost him. And John Fillingham stopped for 28.5 seconds. So it's be interesting to see how much fuel's going on in these cars. Maybe Jamie's put a little bit extra in to make sure he can run a bit harder to the end.
Yeah, he definitely could be running a little bit extra, or he could be saving some for the after race burnout ritual, mate.
Yeah, which I missed out on last week, Monday night, because I broke my car in the last lap.
Oh, don't talk to me about that Monday night. It was great fun at Bathurst in those Porsche Cup cars, but yeah, we'll move on to next week.
Yeah, we will. We will move on to next week.
Where is Porsche Cup at next week?
We are at Virginia International Raceway.
Ah, awesome.
Which did provide some good racing last season. So Virginia is always a staple on the Porsche Cup calendar, as it's one of the most popular free tracks that gets voted on.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
Okay, another pit stop. We've got Brad in the pits now. Ilias, Grant, Sean, everyone. The pit stop action is on. Let's jump over here and have a look.
So what do we got? Positions 1, 2, and 3, all pit. Oh, we got a yellow flag for Donald Pittman.
Entering the pits.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so according to my pit stop times, Dugan stopped for 27.8 seconds and Grant stopped for 28.6. So it'd be interesting. So 1 second less fuel for roughly 1 second. 4 tenths less fuel? 8 tenths less fuel. Well, we have a black flag for Job Johnson. What's Job got a black flag for? I'm going to say speeding in pit lane. Let's have a replay of this. Oh yeah.
Oh dear,
I
oh
reckon
dear, that'll do it.
That's definitely speeding in pit lane there, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely that'll get that done. You know, black flag, full tilt into pits. That'll get you a black every day.
Yes, so he'll be ruined that. He'll be mad at himself for that one. Okay, so Brad is up behind Willie at the moment, so we'll jump onto that action. It's closest cars on track at the moment. Now remember, these guys had a bit of tangle on the opening lap. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it wasn't Willie. It was who was it that had the tangle on lap one? It was Brad and
Was it Blake?
I would have to rewind that one. I'd have to have a look. What's my race control telling me? All the way back. I was with Donald Pittman. That was.
Mr. Pittman.
Yeah. Oh, he's going for it. Is he
Yep,
he's
up the
made stick.
inside.
Well done there by Willie to give him the room too. Gave him plenty of room there for that.
Good clean racing. It was good to see that the Victorian bidder car up on two wheels. Very good.
Yeah. BB. Oh!
Oh,
Blake's running a bit wide there. Everyone has completed their pit stops. Look at our time in pit box lane. Everyone's around the same sort of time. Jamie Fleming took a bit more fuel than most by the look of it. Willie Blair did. Was a long time pit lane. I'll have to ask him after the race. Donald Pittman also was in the pit box for 36 seconds. So it looks like, yeah, everyone was about the same. So interesting to see. Grant's pulled the gap out to another 3 seconds at the front, so he might have this in the bag. And then, as I said earlier, I reckon Dugan might be just content with second here, bring the car home.
well, Grant's just done a 155.8.
Well, he's definitely not showing signs of slowing down. Let's jump on with our leader here. We'll go for an onboard lap with him. He's just coming in through turn 7, so we'll jump on the cockpit. We'll go for a lap. Turn 9 here. Those curves look monstrous against these GT4s.
Yeah, this view definitely gives you a different perspective of the track and how much it's changing in the undulations. It's
Yeah, this one's blind. You got no idea. Oh, yep, there's me turn in. Big long straight. Coming to turn 1. Takes forever. Big deep brake. See, normally you keep going straight there, you don't turn as hard. But the chicaning for these guys.
It just shows you how important it is to get a good drive and a good exit on that last turn coming onto that long straight.
Apparently IRL, this track is very nice to drive. But I'm not going to get there to do it, so. Big downhill braking zone, very tight hairpin. And out. And that was one whole lap of Algarve. And he did a 156.889 his last lap, so he was only 800ths off his fastest. That's
Making it look easy.
Making it look easy. There's a hill. There's the size of that hill. Wolf. Okay, any other battles out there? What have we got?
I think we've got a battle there at P8 and P9 are going to start going at it, maybe.
Yeah, Willie Blair and Brad there. That's right, we rumbled with Brad before he passed.
Yeah, what else do we got? Looks like P10 and P11 starting to close up as well.
Oh, yeah, we haven't seen John McHenry for a while. Let's jump on. I haven't seen him since the President of the World at the start of the race. Oh, here he is, brand new shining. Oh, it's the Cookie Monster cars. We've got the Cookie Monster in the BMW and the Cookie Monster in the McLaren. I don't know how these guys got the same paint job, but I love it.
Yeah, I have to agree. Love it. Which one's going to get the cookie?
Which way will the cookie crumble? Okay, so timing screen there shows Grant 35 seconds behind these guys. There was 17 minutes left. He might get there, but I don't think he will. I see our resident alien Samuel Smith's come out of pit lane. I reckon someone might want to see how fast he can go around this track.
Oh, 18 laps down. I think he's just jumped out to come and win it. 18 lap head start. No worries, fellas.
No worries, yeah. Well, we often joke we need to give him wet tyres for every race he does.
And he'll do it whilst fuel saving too.
Yes, it's true. In reverse.
Grant seems to be pulling that gap out a little bit more, 5.4 now.
Yeah, he's this sort of thing. Let's just have a look at. Yeah, so Ilias's last few lap times are pretty consistent. I think he's just found his little pace he wants to sit in and just sit there, I think. Just by looking at his lap times. He hasn't really pushed too hard.
I think that was the fastest lap for John, 1:57.55.
Yep. That was his best lap, his last lap. He's on a bit of a march here. That early incident cost him. Lap 1, lap 2 incidents cost you a lot because everyone's so bunched up and you have to get back to the pits. And yeah, it's a long road back.
Yeah, credit to them though. They're still chugging away.
That's all you can do. Keep chugging away. Maybe lonely at the back, but just keep chugging, keep learning. I don't want to look away from this. I don't know whether John's going to have a go or not. But he's got Samuel Smith coming up to win the race, as we said, from 17 laps behind him. He might have to make something happen. Oh, here we go. Battle of the Cookie Monsters.
Oh, leaves plenty of room. Good, nice and clean.
Tucks back in.
Then we got the alien Sam just sitting there watching it all unfold. He'd be loving this, watching this.
He'll just be sitting there watching. Jamie Fleming's now within a second of Nathan Tapp. After that pit stop where he lost 2 seconds. So that's... He might be going for a move soon. We'll switch over to them in a minute if John doesn't make a move in the next half a lap. That's the battle for the last podium spot too between Jamie and Nathan.
I think that's the new fastest lap at the race. 1:55 near flat for Sam.
Yeah, all while following these boys. I think that's just showing off a bit there. Sam, good job, mate. I love it. I love seeing him come out and do that. That was just a warm-up lap, probably.
Watch him drive and you just think it's so unfair.
Well, let's jump on with Jamie Fleming now. It's battle for podium, so we'll just switch over here and have a look and see what's happening.
What have we got left? 7 minutes.
7 minutes. 13 minutes. Sorry, just 13 minutes.
It's starting to come to crunch time. Boys will be wanting to start pushing a little bit harder now they know it's coming to crunch time.
Yep. It looks like John McHenry and that are flipping spaces in the background there. And then Donald Pittman's got back past John McHenry, so there's more action back there. I told you the moment, you said that before, Brendan, you called it. The moment we switch away.
That seems to be the thing of the night. Don't blink, you'll miss it.
Yep. Hey, Matty. How are you, mate? Matty's joined us in chat. I wonder if that's Matty Shanahan. John McHenry's just pulled back in behind Donald Pittman again. Maybe he's doing a bit of teaching on the go. Maybe, you know, just these rookie... Donald's still learning driver as well and helping them out with having cars around them. I know a couple of times the guys do that as well.
The last time round, John was a Grant out front was the fastest one, 1:56.5. His consistency tonight's been unreal.
Yeah.
He is locked in.
Absolutely. Yeah, his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 laps have all been 1:56s.
We're going to have to lift that car up at the end and see if it's on rails.
Very true. Might send that to the FIA stewards, to see if they're... Matty would have been racing this race, he says. Otherwise, he doesn't own the track. You're not missing out on much if you don't own the track, Matty. Okay. These guys are sort of spread back out. Let's see what Donald Pittman and John McHenry have. Switch spots. So we missed the overtake again. This is where I need a whole camera crew, whole fleet of people. I guess that's why there's so much people behind the scenes in a race day. It makes you appreciate how many people are actually working behind the scenes. One of our regular drivers, Nathan Tapp, is actually a cameraman. He was a Bathurst this year for 12 hour.
Yeah, I believe he was the camera that was right near the big crash where the car almost went over the wall.
He was up on the top of their skyline area. McPhillamy. Is it McPhillamy Park up the top? Yeah. Yeah, so good spot to be where all the action. Cars coming across there pretty quick. So I think the Cookie Monster here is one.
Maybe they might split the cookie at the end.
Yeah. Ooh, Jamie Fleming's back within 0.4. Let's quickly jump back onto these. Oh, chasing the toe. Switchback? No.
Well, I think it cost him.
Yeah. Very good exit there at all, was it? Nathan was a bit scribbly through there, so it's cost him a bit of time too. Only 7 minutes to go with minute 50 laps, so that's we got 3-4 laps maybe to go.
Be interesting to see if Jamie can get a good drive out of this last corner and see if he can get up beside him.
Oh, that's no good, Vasco. I'm having trouble with my VR too, mate. I think I've got to upgrade my VR headset or try upgrade the graphics card a bit. It's very tricky to get it working, but immersion-wise in VR is something special.
I've never tried VR. A lot of people seem to say they love it. Some people say it gives them motion sickness.
Yeah, you have to get the frames up there. The frames are too low. It does tend to meddle with you a bit. Yeah, I think I need a bigger graphics card. I can't get certain things sharp enough. But yeah, if it's the immersion of seeing in the car and seeing your whole race suit and everything, nothing like it.
Yeah, sounds unreal.
Nathan's pushing that car a bit there. Jamie's gone wide, pushing. Both did identical sectors last sector. Gap's gone out to 1.2, so that off track, that cost Jamie a lot there. He'd be ruining it. This is our closest battle on track, guys. We'll jump on with Grant for the last lap of the race. Yeah, Vasco, I've only got a 30-50, so yeah, mine's not cutting it either. I've been eyeballing a 9700 XT, so we'll see how that goes. I think it's an XT.
I don't know if it's the same with VR, but I know in iRacing they much prefer an NVIDIA GPU for triple screen, so I don't know if that carries over to VR.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they've improved the AMD side of things the last couple of years, but how much that carries over.
Well, I've just swapped from a 3080 to a 7900 XT, and it's a great card. Love AMD. Happy with the swap.
Yeah, the computer shop near me's got one. Reasonably priced, I would say. I don't know what reasonably priced is, but yeah.
Is that the 9070 XT?
Yeah.
Yep. Good solid cards I've been hearing. For all the reviews, I've been saying they're really good.
Yeah, good for 1440 gaming, apparently, so which is what I have a 1440 monitor, so...
Oh, beautiful. Will fit perfect.
Yeah. Okay, these guys are spread out. One last dash. Where is our leader on track at the moment? Okay, so our leader will be...
Grant with another 156.4. So I've got to look at the lap times after this race. This is unreal.
Yes, the
They are
PDF...
just so...
We'll upload the PDF document too to the results as well. The one we get off the race control. For us nerds, you can look at everyone's lap and sector times for the entire race.
He's purely won this race by just putting his head down, settling down, and just hitting his laps.
Okay, we'll go on board with our leader now for the last lap of the race. We'll cross the line. Yes, white flag is out. Who's that in 10th? That was Donald. Well played, Donald. Getting the white flag waiting on the corner. Absolute masterclass of consistency from Grant tonight.
Yeah, he's driven exceptionally well. He deserves the win, and he was just the best in consistency, and that's what's it's won it.
Oh. Okay, 3/4 of the way round. Down the hill.
Maybe we all need to start running red liveries, mate. Red goes faster, apparently.
Red does go faster. And here he goes up towards the line. And boom, dominant win there for Grant. Right along now with Ilias. We will bring it home for second. Well driven,
Another good
Ilias.
clean.
Well done, mate.
Yeah, good clean drive. Well done. And the battle between third and fourth, that was a great battle all race, really.
Yep.
They've both done exceptionally well.
Nathan brings it home in third.
Oh, yeah, good race, man.
Jamie in fourth. Now,
Just couldn't catch you.
John Fillingham here, the quiet achievers, dragged this home thing in fifth.
And he's got
Well
the
done,
lights
Grant.
going.
Great win, mate. And well done, Axel and Dutch. Well done.
Good to hear that. The drivers going across the line, congratulating each other.
It is. No, it's a good friendly lead to be in. Everyone appreciates
well
everyone.
done, Grant. Way too fast, mate.
Thank you.
Super excited to get them in and have a bit of a chat. Here we go with a John Fillingham burnout.
Yeah, we know it's going to happen, so we'll sit with Philly on the burnouts for a minute.
Hopefully he's got a bit of fuel.
Hopefully you can turn the traction control off. There is a way to turn it off. No.
No.
I have to teach him how. I have to teach him how to turn the traction control off.
I thought for sure.
Okay, so who have we got? We've got Nathan and Ilias in the chat. We don't have Grant, our race winner, so he might not be in the Discord. He might be avoiding the post-race interview.
He's won and left.
Yeah, sort of sounds like it. He's like, I'm out. See you guys. Grant, are you in Discord? If you are, mate, can you jump in or grab you in for a post-race chat?
Yep, gotcha.
All right, we'll grab Grant. We'll grab our top three and grab them into for a podium chat. Oh, Nathan dived away on us. That was very convenient. So, Grant, mate, another masterclass, mate.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how to go. I only just brought the track, but I know the track from other sim racing games. So,
yep.
Yeah, so I had a bit of a dice with, is it Ilias?
Yes, Ilias. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if he cooked his tyres or what, but you could see where the Porsche was stronger than his car and his car was stronger than mine, so it sort of balanced out at the end.
Yeah,
it's good.
That was good to watch.
Congratulations, mate. The Porsche, that thing seems to be on rails, mate.
Yeah, I don't know, something's clicked. I'm really enjoying driving it.
Yeah, we were definitely closely watching your lap times and the consistency, man. It was unreal.
Yeah, I try and be as smooth as I can, and yeah, just minimise that wheel spin coming out of the corners. I think it's a big one. Once you overheat the tyres, you're just slipping and sliding for a fair bit. So yeah, try and keep that under control.
Definitely. Well done, mate. It was awesome to watch, and congratulations.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Grant. Dukes, mate, you brought it home P2.
Yeah, finally didn't give you a highlight, did I?
Yeah, no, it's a bit boring, mate. I was sad.
But well done to Grant, man. Like, just
flew past. Once he got past, it was just see you later, gone.
Yeah, you were pretty consistent in your lap time too, mate. We were watching your times there, so well done. We was just saying in commentary, thinking you might have just been settling in just to bring the car home this week after a couple of weeks of unfortunate incidents and stuff here and there.
Yeah, once Grant started taking off on me, and I've seen the gap behind me, I'm like, oh, I can just sort of post it in. I think.
How did you find the McLaren progress throughout the race?
I felt like it got. I don't know if it was the tyre wear or not, but it got very. It wouldn't pull up very well. I don't know if that was tyres, but my tyres were still at like 70, 80, I think.
Yep. No, well, your consistency was also unreal as well. So it just Grant was just on rails tonight. So, but also
Yeah, he's flat out.
P2, awesome achievement. Well done.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
And we missed out on getting Nathan in the chat. He's just done the runner on us. So unfortunately, won't have the top
he's in
three.
He's in your waiting room.
Oh, he's in the waiting room. That's where he's gone.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's drag him in. There he is, our P3. Nathan, I am going to drag Jamie in here in a second after we have a quick chat to you. Very good battle there between you two for P3.
Yeah, the race was all about holding him off. He was stronger through literally every single corner except for the last corner onto the straight. So thankfully that was where my car was slightly stronger than his. Otherwise he would have walked me for sure. So yeah, great battle actually. It was just all about holding him off the whole race actually. I'm sweaty as.
I can imagine, mate. Congratulations on P3. That was a really good battle to watch. It sort of closed up and then it sort of opened out and then it closed right back up again. Did you feel much pressure from him when he had them headlights behind you?
100%. Like that's what I mean. Like I'm sweating my balls off because yeah, he was just in my mirror the whole time. And like I said, if it wasn't for that last corner onto the straight, he would have gotten in front of me, and I just had to hold him off because if he did get in front of me, would have been no catching him for sure. So good race to him for sure.
Very well done, mate.
Congratulations on P3, man. It was awesome to watch. It was a great battle.
Thank you. Cheers.
We'll bring Jamie in now, see his thoughts on P4 so close. Jamie, mate.
Yeah, man.
So close yet so far. What we're just talking to Nathan. What a battle between you two for the majority of the race.
Yeah, I was pretty strong, like the first, second, third corner. Sort of that whole front section, and then sort of the middle, but I just couldn't get that last corner. Those last couple of corners, he kept pulling away on the straights. So it was sort of a bit of cat and mouse, catch him, then drop back, catch him, drop back. But it was a good race. I had a bit of a mishap at the hairpin. I nearly T-boned him. That was a bit of my bad. No, other than that, it was a good race. It was really enjoyable.
That's good.
That was awesome. Did you take tyres? Just may I ask?
No. I put an extra. Right. I've come unstuck before, and so I put 2 litres in. So I think that extra litre, you got that extra 2 seconds on me because I knew we went in to the pits pretty well side by side.
Oh. Yeah, we did. So yeah, I don't know how I managed that, but yeah, that 3-second gap out of the pit there, that saved my ass.
Yeah, I put an extra litre. I normally put an extra litre in just to make sure that I'm gonna.
Jamie, Jamie, well done on P4, mate. We were watching that, and it was that back and forward, as you were saying. Did you feel sort of like throughout the race that okay, I think I've got him, or was it always that last corner he sort of pulled away and you thought, oh, here we go again?
There was a couple of times that I got a good run out of the straight, but I think they just didn't have the draft or the speed to get him down the straight. And even on the back straight, in the middle there, of coming out of turn 4 or 5 or whatever it is onto the straight there. Well, heading down into the hairpin, I thought I had him a few times, but I just not close enough, and I'd already made the mistake of nearly T-bone him coming into that corner, so I didn't want to make that mistake and wreck both of our races.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. But we were talking to Nathan just before, and he said that he was sweating bullets, so you were making him feel the pressure. So, congratulations, well done, and try again
thanks.
next week.
All right,
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
That's great to see. All right, thank you very much, gentlemen. We'll jag you back over there. We'll close off the stream. We'll talk to you later on.
Congrats to Grant and Elias as well.
Yeah, congrats, guys.
Yeah, well
Great
done, fellas.
race.
Thanks. Cheers.
Well done, buddy. Thanks.
Congratulations to our P1, P2, P3, and P4. They all drove really well.
Yeah, they sure did. They had a great race, and then John Philly called up. We're going to round the stream off there, guys. Next week, where are we heading next week?
That is a good question. I have not looked.
Was it round 5 next week? Road Atlanta. If it's round 5, yes, it is round 5. I believe next
Another
week. So that
interesting
is
one.
Road Atlanta. Sure. So we'll see you all there. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Sorry it wasn't the best of production quality tonight. Thank you very much, Brendan, for joining me and keeping me entertained because it would have been a bit quiet on my own.
Nah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
And we'll see you all next week.